Hey Slawheads, welcome to Dick's Slaw Car Garage. Today, I'm going to attempt to put the felt on the table with the track on the table. Yesterday, my wife and I went to town and went to Hobby Lobby. They had 40% off of their fabric. So, walked over there all weird like, you know. I go to Hobby Lobby to look at their models and stuff like that, but I don't go to that side of the store. And so I'm all feeling weird and got my man card gripped real tight. I walk up to the lady, I'm like, hey, I think I need some fabric. And so she's like, okay. So I was like, I need this, I already laid it on the table for you. I got a 12 foot by 8 foot table. So she cut me 2 pieces, 6 foot by 9 foot. And so that's what I'm gonna get put on the table. And well, that's what's gonna happen today. So first thing I'm gonna do is everything, all the pieces of wood that I have to elevate the track, I'm gonna go ahead and take that out and lay everything back to being flat. And then I'm gonna take the felt and roll it up underneath the track ever so gently, lightly, however I can get it to work. Once it's laid on there, then I'll go and pick everything up with my hand and kind of spray some, I bought the Gorilla spray glue stuff. It says it's, you know, good for moisture, which it's, you know, it gets a little humid in the garage. You know, it's definitely not outside, but I want to keep it glued down. So hopefully that'll work out pretty good. All right, so it's all flat. The reason why there's a little hump there is because I actually have 2 330 hot bank curves into that section right there. Just that, right there, I believe it is. But anyway, now I'm gonna go do some crazy stuff to figure out how to get this felt up underneath the table. All right, Slawheads, so got the felt down and some of my 3D printed borders. So on those borders, I kept saying that they were 230s because on the underside of them, it says 30/2. So I thought, you know, it's German, maybe it's backwards or something, I don't know. So technically, I think what it meant was it's a 330/2, so it takes 2 of the borders to complete that term. That's what I think. So those borders that I was printing are for a 330 term, not a 230 term. So, which is not a big deal. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what everything looks like. So here it is. Here's what those borders look like. Of course, I'll paint them black eventually. So this one, I used the red clip here, across this one, and right here. But I was like, well, hot glue is pretty hot, and this PLA plastic doesn't take much to melt. So what I did is I put hot glue in here, over on my table over there, just put it in all the nooks and crannies and the holes, and then I pushed them together, made sure they were flush, and it looks real good. So there's a red clip here, and the red clip here, but in between here, there's no, it's flush. It's all nice and glued together, and these are all glued together. This one's not as flush, but I think it'll be okay. I want to get rid of these seams anyway, maybe put some type of filler just to make them look good, make it all one piece. The same between, you know, this track section and this one. Make it one piece, but they're all, this one's flush, this one's flush. I don't know if it'll get, you can see how that one's raised up just a little bit in the gap between the 2 tracks, which that could actually get closed together a little bit further. But anyway, and this one, when I was dremeling out the pieces, I got a little too much, so need to fill that in. And then here you can see the other borders. So I've got 2, 4, 6 over there, and that's a 230. Those are 230s. So it looks like I got 2, 4, 6 330s that I need to print, and that part will be complete. And then it's on to the actual 230 turns instead of the 330s. But there it is. I think it looks pretty good. And then I need to figure out where to get that pink foam, because everything's going to be done. Probably just carve out the pink foam and do my elevation with the pink foam and where it comes down. So just so y'all can see, you have to get the supports out of the end there. So what I was doing, just doing this support right here so the red clip can go in, and then the hot glue gets down inside there. So I run across here with the hot glue, and then I put a big old spooge in there and in here, and then I run it across here, and then I take them, I lay one flat, then I take the other one and push it up at an angle there and get them where they're flat, and then I push down and I push them together. You can see where I got the hot glue, so I have to get that off my table. But I got plastic freaking everywhere. So I think it turned out pretty good. Thought I'd mention real quick that I took a straight out. There was a straight here, and the track was all the way to the edge. So in between this 330 and the 230 there, I took that straight out. That way it gives me some more room. And I'm probably going to take the track and scoot it to the left just a little bit so that that border is not hanging off. But I think it shortened me up just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to affect too much. All right, Slawheads. So I hope you enjoyed the track update there. Getting the felt put on and the borders starting to turn into something. Hopefully here in the near future, hopefully sooner than later, I'll get the rest of those borders done, and I can start doing the scenery, and I don't know necessarily scenery yet. Yeah, it's coming too, but more of the elevation, and get the elevation cut out in the foam and get the banks and stuff all put in there. But anyway, Slawheads, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good day.